All right. I think we have audio this time. Let's check this focus, though. My apologies, everybody. Man, that was an absolute disaster getting this ready. Jeez. Yeah, I meant to be live like 20 minutes ago. Didn't like how StreamYard was performing, so I jumped over to YouTube to start a YouTube stream. And note to self, never change programs in the middle of what you're trying to do when you never used it before, because then it just blows up in your face and does not go the way I wanted it to. But we're here, we're back, we're live, I think. Hopefully we're live. Man, that was yes, I apologize for the late. I scheduled this for 6 p.m. and coordinate the wife and everything, make sure we were good to do this. Because I wanted to be here. I think my mouse just died now. I wanted to be here a little earlier because I wanted to go for like an hour and a half, 2 hours tonight. Really dig into the stream, like really just dig into things and have a good time with everybody. And hopefully catch more people than we normally would have. What I don't know, though, is I'm still figuring out, because even StreamYard is doing this to me. It's like it's shaving off half the stream. So I don't know what that's about, like the actual the image. So things I got to definitely play around with here, because it's super weird how it's doing that, actually. I'm not sure why it's doing that, and it's actually kind of bothering me. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, but we're not going to touch it now, because the more I keep touching buttons, the more I'm just going to break. So we're going to roll with this. Hopefully we're coming through all right. I mean, it's too bad, cuz like this side of the stream, however that's showing up, is like cutting off half this tank. I don't know. But I can say, though, I do like, through the YouTube right now, I like having the chat right here already going. It's kind of nice. There's some positive things to this. Maybe I can even do this. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. This is all right. There's some things I like here. I don't know, though, if I can share my screen the way I want to, though. Can I do that? See, all things I got to figure out. I think there's a way to do it, but all right, it'll be a little quonky tonight. That's all right, though. I thought there was a way to share my screen through YouTube. I don't know. We got to figure this out. Anyways, we're going to roll with it. We're going to be here. We're going to hang out. We're going to answer questions. We're going to have a good time. Not going to worry about the aesthetics too much anymore. Still got to look good for you guys, but we'll definitely keep going here. But welcome back, everybody. I think this is the third stream I've now started tonight. Absolute disaster. That's how we go, though, when we're getting things ready. There's always something that's going wrong and always something that's going right. But yes. All right. Welcome, everybody. If I haven't said that, welcome to another Well-Don Tanks live stream. Hopefully tonight's a decent one. We got a lot. I think we got a lot to talk about. There's going to be a lot going on here. Yeah, like I said, though, I lost all the beginning. There was no beginning. I purposely wanted to start streaming tonight at like 6. I know it's competing with other channels. I don't care. That's just how I am. But I wanted to try and get as many people as we could in. I figured 6 o'clock would give more of the East Coast people time to kind of come in and give us all a chance to chat and hang out. And I'm going to say thank you to my moderators tonight. You guys do a lot for me. They get very little, if nothing, in return. So please make sure to thank the moderators. And I'm sure they'll be dropping quite a few links for us tonight, I'm sure. But who we got hanging out here? Leah's back, I think, for the third time. What's up? Skeeps here. Misfit, good to see you. We got Trevor hanging out. Joe, good to have you here. Because you're fish, he was just on with Rico Stan. If you have not checked out that interview, highly recommend you do so. Seth is doing some great things down there. And yeah, there's gonna be some things we're gonna miss in Utah, but we got a lot of exciting things coming back to us. The other Tiffany's here, Lindsay's here, hello, Blake's here, Mountaintop Puffer Keeper. So Joe, we are now, I don't know how long you've been here, but we're now streaming on my full Canon camera, but now I've jumped over to YouTube on this particular stream. So I wanted to test something out, and I believe I was kind of looking into it. And maybe I don't know all the details yet. I'm still working on that. There's still so much to learn, but I noticed StreamYard actually puts it down to where I can only stream in 720p, where I think now I should be in 1080p, I think. But like I say, I got a lot I got to look at, but I'm glad to have you back. Good to have you here. The next rendition of all this we're going to build, I hope to make even better. I want my stream to get better. As my content, I hope gets better. I want the stream to get better with it. So that way it's not like, oh, he's doing decent content, but then the streams, suck. Like I'm trying to balance those two as much as I can. So I've got a lot of things I got to learn. I'm doing a lot of research already. Really paying attention to Harris Heller, the stream doctor, and how he's doing things. I did finally put together though that he does live in Utah. So maybe if I chant his name enough, he'll contact me and help me get an awesome streaming setup, but we'll see. But anyways, yeah, good to have you here. Who we got hanging out with us here? Mr. Gates, hello. Sharon, good to see you. I appreciate you being here. Carrie is hanging out with us too. That's awesome. We got S in the house. All right. We got a good group of people here tonight. It's going to be a fun one. This is definitely going to be a fun one. And Trevor, thank you for linking the Because You're Fish interview. Guys, if you have not checked out Rico Stan's YouTube channel, you absolutely need to. He focuses in on interviews with content creators, non-content creators, just aquarium keepers in general, hobbyists, and it's a lot of fun there. Daniel Velez is coming in. HD Aquatics. See, this is what I was hoping for, to get like a good group of people in here. Are we having fun yet? I hope we're having fun, Jimmy. Now that this is my third rendition of the stream tonight. All right, what we got going on? So if you have not already checked out the video that we posted on Friday, I highly recommend you do so. It'll probably answer a little bit of questions if you haven't already seen that. We're going to deep dive into all that tonight. And if you have any questions for me, I say Q&A, throw them out there. Plant questions, fish questions, breeding questions, answer all I can. Questions about why we're moving to Texas, what we're doing in Texas. But there's the true spilling the beans here is we are officially moving to Texas. It is happening. We're doing this. We're moving to Texas. This started out as a joke a few months ago, where I think in live streams we started joking about, maybe we should just move to Texas and build a fish farm. Maybe we should do this. Maybe we should do this. And lo and behold, we are moving to Texas. It happened. We are doing this. It's going to be great. It's going to be terrifying. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting, all wrapped in one bundle of truck joy and driving down there. So it's going to be a new adventure for sure. So the plan right now is we're planning on getting down there early August. We're shooting for the first week of August. We've got a job lined up for me. So that was awesome how all that came out to be. You may hear my daughter. She's running up and down the hall right now and cracking me up. But the members, I think the members have heard the full story. Maybe I'll kind of get into that tonight if you guys are interested in hearing that. But yeah, everything that we have here right now, 95%, probably more like 99% of stuff is getting sold to prepare for this move. So we're only taking 2 tanks with us. So this cube tank right here, my wife really likes. And then the 90-gallon behind me is coming with us. But this tank over here is getting sold. So if anybody is interested in, we'll get on this. We have so many details we got to go through tonight. But if you are not familiar with the website that we have running our business, the everythingweldon.com, it's everything on that site that I can put on sale is literally on sale right now. It is the massive we're moving sale, have to liquidate as much as we possibly can. So if you've been eyeballing something for a while now, maybe now's your time to get it. I know we already sold out of one thing even before the stream started. The lemon blue eye plecos we had that were shipped into us, those sold out like immediately. So those are gone. I sold the blue star antlers the other day, but like we have things on there like OB peacocks right now that are almost 3 inches. showing phenomenal color. I've dropped the price down so low that it's criminal. What else is on there that I dropped down? I was like, oh, the Haplochromis anio color. If you're looking for a Haplochromis fish that gets 5+ inches, shows really good color, those fish now are starting to show color to where I can sex out males and females because I've been raising them so long, and those prices are insanely low. The Odessa barbs, I have 20 Odessa barbs that are from the Greg Sage line, and you're not going to find those cheaper anywhere. Now, this is like a limited one-time thing of all this is going to be on sale until we move. We're going to get down to Texas. We're going to build us a fish ranch. That's kind of what we're starting to call it now. And I'm really digging the name, actually. And I apologize. So for those coming back and coming new, hopefully you stay and hang around. I do have Tourette's. I'm excited tonight. So you're going to hear some fun noises. And if you can get past that, I would suggest you consider subscribing, maybe even becoming a member. We're doing some amazing things, I feel like. What's crazy, though, is I was going through the analytics. Over 80% of people that watch the channel are not subscribed. 80%. Now, I have to say, Tourette's is one thing to get past. My ugly face is another thing to get past. But if you can get past those, feel free to join. Let's come hang out there. So yeah, so like everything on the website right now is massively discounted because we have to sell everything to get ready for this move. We're breaking the entire fish room down. I've already got some local individuals interested in like the tanks and stuff. But yeah, guys, we got a lot of things going out there. And we're going down to Texas, and we're gonna go build a new fish ranch, and we're gonna launch the business, better than ever before. But I'm glad I started it now to kind of prove a concept. So those who don't know, excuse me. Sorry, I'm just getting over a really nasty cold too. If you haven't been here for a while, we launched our own business. We had the unfortunate falling out that we had with previous business associates. Can't go into that. We launched our own business. Now, the business, though, is we wanted to unite the community in a way that we would purchase fish from hobbyists that don't want to be in the spotlight, hobbyists that necessarily don't want to manage their own shipping to numerous customers. So we buy their fish in bulk. We schedule a shipping time where they ship to us a one-time shipment. We take them, we quarantine them, and then we put them up on our website. We reship out. Now, shipping fish is definitely a niche thing, and it's not the easiest thing in the world, but I feel like this was missing is we have Aquabid and other areas and other websites that people can connect and buy hobbyist bred fish and different things of that nature, but nowhere was someone actually creating a website, in my opinion, where you could then connect with individuals. We have a classified section set up on our website that if you have something for sale, we will help you sell it. If you have something you're looking for, we will help you find it. So all the fish on the website were bred by myself in the fish room or purchased from other hobbyists. I feel like we offer a fairly competitive rate too. So we're calling ourselves your local virtual fish store. But yeah, guys, right now everything's on sale. And then when we get down to Texas, we're going to reboot back up, get built back up as fast as we can, do it right. But this time I get to document everything even better this go around. I'm so excited. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we got a lot of things going on for tonight for sure. But Leo's asking, float or plant water sprite? Depends on the application you want it in. So what do I mean by that? If you're putting it into like a bare bottom tank and you need it for fry cover, float it. If you're putting it into an outdoor tub, float it. If you're putting it in any kind of tub, float it. If you're putting it into a tank with substrate, with fish that aren't going to shred it, I'd maybe plant it because then it's going to do a really nice big bush in there for you. With proper fertilizer or anything else, you can grow water sprite inches a day. So I would say it depends on the application you want to put it in, and then I would go from there. So like, for example, in my fishing right now, I have it both planted in a tank, but the fish ended up shredding the leaves off of it. So I have it floating in some tanks and it's doing well. Congrats on 3 Cray. Thank you. Came home to a batch of Crebensis eggs in my 10-gallon. That's fantastic. Saw that the eggs were beige color. Is that normal? By the way, my egg goners if I accidentally expose them to air. So I've exposed eggs briefly to air, pulling eggs from mouth brews, so that should be all right. Beige color. So usually I kind of see any eggs, they're that beige yellowish. So I think this should be all right. Just keep, if you can see the eggs, keep checking for them in the cave, and see if you've got wigglers or anything going on there yet. But I think they'll be all right. Yeah, Joe, so I've joked with that with my wife too, of like, man, like again, we're selling a house that is perfectly set up for this. Now, the wall that we built is obviously going to stay up. We do have, I think we're going to have it listed this week, showings this week. So if somebody honestly came in and was like, hey, leave the tanks here, oh, I would, hands down. But right now the plan is to break everything down, because there's some equipment that I want. Like I'm taking the air pump with me. The lights I'll transfer down with me. The sponge filters I'm taking with me. 2 shelves in there I want to take with me. But yeah, but on that topic though, if they honestly came in like, hey, leave the tanks, we'll pay this. Sure. But we'll see what goes on there. HD Aquatics, almost 220. That's awesome. Yeah, if you guys haven't, we did a live stream with HD Aquatics. He's doing some great things up in his fishery in Canada, and then he's working through more hardships than I am right now, trying to build that out. But it's awesome. I think it's fantastic. Carrie, I'm going to text you after this live stream if I remember. I've been meaning to. Would like to talk with you about some potential dates. But yes, yeah, I need to. The excuse of I have so much going on is practically irrelevant now. I still need to send my resignation email in today too. Hopefully do that. We're burning up some sick leave I have associated, so I'm kind of done with work, but we're getting everything ready there. But we definitely do. We got a lot going on. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun too, though. Oh, chat just jumped on me. We have a new member coming in though. But Rachel, thank you so much. Rachel Grigori, Trevor's wife's coming in as a member. If you couldn't get enough of the Wel-Don tank in your house, you got more coming at you. I appreciate the support. Truly do. Thank you so much there. And Mountaintop is doing fantastic. Thank you, sir. He's dropped the link specifically to the Haplochromis annual color. Those things are already showing color. And I found these breeding. If you're a member, I think we did a live stream down in the fish room where we found like a 2-inch, maybe like a 2-inch fish breeding, holding eggs. It was nuts. Absolutely nuts. So yeah, there's a lot of good things on the website right now. The white cloud minnows on there right now are on fire. Those colors are incredible. And that's just in my fish room. If you put those things out in a pond right now, they would flourish even further from there. And I just got the notification from Amazon that my fish bags are 10 stops away. So we're restocking up to get ready for shipping there. Get all that stuff out. But we got some Abuna available from Trevor that are all ready to go. What else do I got on there? We have the swordtails on there. If you guys have not checked out those swordtails yet, I dropped the price again, like to the point where we're liquidating things right now. We're not going out of business. We're moving the business. So those are available. I probably need to contact a few people about the Limia Perugia. I want to get out to some people and strategically place some fish, but we got a lot going on there. I like to ship fish one day, but not too keen about the reckless mailman who would throw the package like basketball. Not to mention it's more affordable for me to sell to local fish store. Yeah, that is definitely one thing we're tackling right now. Is shipping fish is not easy. We've had this last week was kind of a rough shipping week. We had one package get lost. I've got a package coming to me right now that got lost. I don't know what happened to it. Thankfully, the package that got lost, we were able to find, locate, and the fish, half the shipment made it. And if you're set up with the local fish store, I get it. But one reason why we launched this business was the aspect, though, of a lot of people don't have a local fish store to go to. They don't have a club or real community to move these fish around. So if I can come in and I can fill that niche, I'm all for it. Absolutely all for it. Laura, we're still happy to have you here. What's my go-to from Pokestamon or Water Sprite? Pokestamon. I've had more success with the Pokestamon. The Ocelotus octopus, the octopus plants. Yeah, I've absolutely done more of the Pokestamon. I've done Water Sprite's done well. If it comes in rough, it'll rebound pretty quickly. But the octopus though, I have done more of that. And in a tank, I was running CO2 on, which is a long time ago. I had that stuff growing like 6 inches a day. So that stuff's nuts. But yeah, but Pokestamon is honestly just one of my favorite plants of how fast you can get it to grow. And then to propagate it, just take your fingers, pinch off a stem and replant it and good to go. Or pinch off a stem and float it, grow roots out. It'd be great there. So Jimmy, that Pokestamon Stellatus is set up perfectly for a low tech tank. Now, if we're talking low tech tank versus high tech tank, in my opinion, the only thing that makes a tank high tech is you're injecting CO2 into it. But the Pokestamon, that stuff's awesome. Just in a regular setup. I'm using T5 LEDs growing it. I've used what are they called? The Nicrew lights, the other popular ones on Amazon. I've used Fluval 3.0s. I've used Phoenix over that. Every light I've put on that plant, it has grown and grown well. It's a super, super easy to get there. Super easy to get there, actually. JB's fish coming in. I may have flooded something. No judgment here. I may or may not have done that before to myself. But Carrie, yeah, thank you so much, Carrie, for dropping that link there. So if you guys are not familiar with it, this is one thing I need to reach out to Adam. I'm excited for this. So Houston Manzanita is based out of Katy, Texas, and we are moving to the Houston area, and we are trying to get into the Katy area. That's real, like specifically where we want to go to. So Houston Manzanita is a fantastic company to work with, and using the code Wel-Don 20 will give you 20% off your entire order. And now I'm hoping, things considered, that if I can get there, connect with Adam, I really want to do a tour, show you guys what he's got. He does some amazing stuff. And then Pleco Ceramics, they're definitely starting to make their name known. I saw that Dean's Fish Room just kind of picked them up, but we have our standing code of Wel-Don with Pleco Ceramics for 20% off. And I have a whole breakdown video of all the products that they have, showcase, do, and they're doing that. They're both great companies. I only want to associate myself with companies that I use their products, then I can fully tell you, like, yes, these are good. Like, these are good things of there. But yeah, those two companies do some great stuff there. They do some great stuff there. I have to do all my fish needs by mail, live in the desert. Yeah, I mean, you've done some stuff with us. We appreciate that. That's what we're trying to do, really. We're trying to just do good by the community, do the right thing by the community. We want to make sure that we get quality fish, and we want to make sure we send quality fish out. Now, shipping fish is difficult. It's not the easiest thing, but if I can help people with that, it's like what I want to do. I want to be able to fine-tune that process to where we are shipping fish, correctly. So right now we're using USPS priority mail, and we've had really good success. As we grow, I want to move into potentially other vendors where we're now shipping fish faster, cheaper, and making it a all-around better situation. So right now I do have some cold packs. I'm definitely going to get ready to start throwing in some packages. We're supposed to be 106 degrees tomorrow here in Salt Lake City, Utah, and it's going to be nuts. So we got cold packs ready to go. We got to liquidate as much as we can right now to get things out so we can go down to Texas, rebuild all this. But I'm excited to get down to Texas. Just the fish scene down there seems active. It seems fun. We started this as a joke a few weeks ago. Just like we're almost like tired of Utah. let's go somewhere else. Let's go to Texas. And it started as a joke. And then my wife is like, what if we actually do go to Texas? So then we looked at it too, and we flew down there, went and hung out with Trevor and met some of the people and kind of checked out the area. From there, we honestly moved on to where it's we went into like, yes, like, let's do this. Like, I think this is going to be a good thing to happen. I think this is going to be a Wel-Don Mountain. So we started looking at jobs down in Texas. We started applying for things. It was hard. It was definitely a hard thing to get set up down there. But through my wife's determination, she found me a job. So my wife, because I was working so much, my wife was handling a lot of like the applications, different things of that nature, and I was filling them out as best I could. Then we reverted to Facebook. She actually posted in Facebook that I was looking for a job. We were willing to switch careers. We're willing to go into something there, and nicely well done. You guys are cracking me up in the chat. I am reading chat. I got chat pulled up. You guys are cracking me up. But yeah, so we got connected with an individual that is hiring me on as his apprentice, but he also hired me on to be his social media manager. So with that, he wants me to start and manage a YouTube channel for the company and take my experience and roll that into all one package. And this was honestly like a dream come true. There's no way we were going to be able to find this through the normal channels of finding a job and landing a job. And then to find a company that, like, so then the question comes up too of when can you be here? So I, said I can be down there as early as 2 weeks. I just means that I'll leave my family here. I'll come down, find a hotel, stay with Trevor, crash on his couch, sleep in the fish room, sleep in the garage, like whatever I need to do. And they're like, no, realistically, when can you be here with your family? Like, we do not believe in breaking up a family for any length of time. So realistically, when can you be here with your family? And I told him, like, it's early August. Like, we need time to get our affairs in order here, get the house sold, get packed up, and move down there. And his answer was, you've got a job, even if it takes you a year. So this guy we are going to work for is awesome. Just so excited to go work for this company. So grateful that they are giving us the time we need to get our house sold. I mean, the house is going to sell fast, let's be honest. But it was just getting the affairs in order, getting everything prepped. And before I know it, we're going to be driving down to Texas. And I'm excited. Like, I am so excited to get down to Texas. New adventures, new opportunities. It's going to be awesome. It is definitely going to be awesome. I think I should keep my wife too. I'm not just saying that because I know she's probably watching, but no. She is amazing. Like, we just finished out some some projects she had going on here in the house, and gosh, she's awesome. They came out so well. So whoever buys this house, I think is going to get a nice house with some character. The kitchen looks fantastic. And then she did some built-in bookshelves down in her basement. Everything just came out really well. Really well. Lots of steak. There's going to be lots of steak. I guarantee you guys we'll do like some members only live stream stuff with Trevor when he's out there grilling up those tomahawk steaks and it's taken 3 hours. Oh, that steak was so good. That steak was the best steak I've had in my life. So I joked with the wife of, I think we're going to need to get a smoker when we get down to Texas and get that going. But it's gonna be fun because we're putting our house on the market this week. We're going to work on then locating our own house in Texas, and there's so many things happening so fast. But I am so excited for all of this. I think it's going to come out really, really well. Moo, Carrie says, absolutely so much steak. I'm going to go to a steak coma when I get down there. I know I'm going to go into a steak coma. It's going to be great. It's going to be so great. Like, the best part too is Trevor just opens up the garage door to his fish room, plops out some steaks on the smoker. So now you're out there checking out fish while grilling a cow right in front of them, reminding them you're next if you don't breed. No kidding. That's what we do with sushi. By what time of year are you coming so I can mark it on my calendar? Summer, hot, hopefully sunny. I think the year 2021, and I'm being a complete asshole right now, so don't take me seriously. So Daniel, we are planning on coming down. The plan right now is to be there the first week of August. Now, with that, I don't know all the details yet. So like I say, listing our house, I think tomorrow. We got a lot of cleaning to do tonight. Well, it's that fluff clean of get the house ready for pictures and stuff. List the house tomorrow. Showings like 3 days this week. Then we got to start working with our realtor in Texas to find a house, and we got to close on that. We got to close here. So the plan is get down there the first week of August. Now, whether that means we're landing at a hotel for a day, whether that means we're landing at a house, we don't know yet. And then when we'll actually be ready to start like participating in events and seeing people, I don't know, because like I've also got to work with. You know, my new boss is gonna be fantastic. He's fantastic. He literally is fantastic. He put my start date is August 3rd, but he's honestly the guy though. He already told me, he's like, hey man, I'm putting August 3rd as your start date. Because we got a letter from him to help buy a house. But I understand if you need that like that week to kind of settle in, get your house situated, get everything kind of figured out, then start work. So it's gonna be great. I'm so excited to go work for a company and work for somebody that actually shares the same values I do. And I think it's going to be a great thing for both of us. I now get to go learn a new trade. I get to help them support a new YouTube channel. So you guys are going to see a lot of, you're going to see the fish content. And then I'll say this, I'm going to work for a plumbing company. So I am entering the trade of plumbing. And so you guys are going to see a YouTube channel start up with maybe not me's the face of it, but I'll probably be involved in it at some point. But we're doing a plumbing channel, and it's going to be great. But this guy shares so many good values. I'm really excited there. Dinner at our house, swimming at yours. Rachel, you're talking like I'm going to get a pool. Now, the thing is, I haven't told Jordan yet, and now I know she's listening because she's already cleaning. Thank you. If we get a pool, I'm just going to go out there one night. I'm sure me and Trevor are just going to switch it over to like a freshwater massive pond system. Throw some koi in there. But I'll take you up on the dinner part. Now, the swimming part may be like a little kiddie pool we tossed out there, but we'll make it work. We'll definitely make it work there. Did I miss something about a turtle? Turtles are awesome. It's one thing I really want to get to. I want to get one of the mini musk turtles you guys are talking about. Those are awesome. We can all go swimming at Daniel's house. Now, I see you say that, Daniel, but like, I don't know if you're ready for all of us to show up there. But like I do, when we get down there, I know a lot of folks in Texas are going to love it there. I think so too. I really do think we're going to like Texas. Our brief interaction we had down there for the couple of days we were there was very positive. Raising Cane's is freaking delicious. I don't know what they put in that chicken, but there's that sauce. So good. So good. And it made me super happy when I was driving home from touring Mountaintop Puffer Keeper. Grand Junction, Colorado has a Raising Cane's. Mwah. And then they just opened up a Raising Cane's like 10 minutes from our house. Guys, the line here in Utah, the line wrapped out, like we're talking standing line, wrapped out of the building, and then it started to go across the street. My wife noticed that. And then the car line for the drive-through, they brought out the city police here and were directing traffic of how long the line was. Raising Cane's is so good. So we're so like, we were joking about that. Like we're going down to Texas and we already know probably like the first night we land there, we're going to go get Raising Cane's. Like it's so good. It's so good. So excited to have Raising Cane's. Oh, you're so good. Joe's doing some pond building for a red ear slider. Turtles are fun. I want to play with the turtle eventually, but it's one of those things of like, I don't want to breed them necessarily. I want to keep one, but I got to find like that proper spot to keep one. Tips and tricks for breeding a pistos. I would say they probably react very similar to the crebensis. If I was going to set up a full Episto breeding tank again, I really like the 20 longs now for that application. You can do it in a 10. I know you can do it in a 10. I would put more than one cave in there, give them some options. Try and get something like some moss in there, at least some other plants, and then maybe some like catappa leaves, so you have some decaying matter for fry to munch on. Get yourself the plant cover, so when the fry do come out of the cave, they have some place to hide, some place to go. The parents can kind of troll them around there. And then I would check, and we keep them on the warmer side. I would suggest, but I also know people have bred Epistos between that 75 degree up to like the 82 degree. So I'll just kind of do your research on there. A lot of people set up pairs. But like I say, I would do like a 20 long with like a male and 2 females. We can start with a trio, right? Yeah, that's why you give them a couple caves so you can do there. But if you can find Epistos, good luck. There's only been like one store. I checked out not a new store to me that I found here in Utah. It was they had some Epistos. Like that was the first store I've ever seen with Epistos there. It was crazy. I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe. All right. We've talked turtles. We've talked fishes. Everything is bigger in Texas, even the pools. I don't know, Daniel. When we were down there, we did some open houses, and we found one house that the front of it was awesome. And I couldn't stay in the house. It was so awkward. We walked, the way the house is set up was so awkward. We stepped in, really awkward. And then when we went to like check out the backyard, there was literally like a foot from the back door to the pool, and you're going to go for a swim there. It was crazy. What method are you using to find your new home? So we're lucky that we have friends, Trevor, that have already done this move. So Trevor and Rachel moved to Texas 5 years ago, I think, and they had really good success with the realtor they found. So I'm piggybacking off of Trevor and using their realtor, who's been very helpful thus far. So my wife though, Jordan, is like, I guarantee you one day the FBI or somebody's going to come knock on our door and like hand her, a job and say, you're not denying this, because how she researches things is crazy. Like she found me my job. I'm sure if I put her on the trail of some fish I wanted to, she could find me some fish. But checking that focus there. She has already been doing a ton of research on houses, looking things up, finding listings, kind of seeing what we can afford, what price range we're looking at. I think we need to call. I don't know if we heard back from our mortgage company today. Probably need to call them. I don't know if they're still open. Probably call them tomorrow. So we're going to go through that realtor, give her some generalized areas we would like to look in. We're really trying to land in Katy, because that's actually where the company is based out of. That was the area that we really liked when we were there. So we're going through that method, and hopefully we kind of find something nice, because it's going to be a lot of like FaceTimes or Zoom calls to look over houses. I'm sure for the showings, it's going to be weird. But then my new boss has already said that he'll go out and do the inspection, make sure everything's proper. Trevor and Rachel have already offered to go drive the neighborhood, make sure it's okay. Kind of take a look at things. So I'm really confident that we are landing in a good area. Like I really feel confident that we're going to land with more support than we're going to know what to do with. That's what I feel good about this. This is my first time moving states. Jordan's moved states before. This is my first time, like legit moving states. And so it's terrifying to me, but I also just know that the support system we already have down there, I mean, we're going to land with a lot of support. I'm trying to say. Any tips on how to cycle a tank? Never really got my turtle tank cycled, and now I have 5 small common goldfish with her. So it sounds like you've already got some fish in the tank that is cycling. You just need to let it do its process. you have live fish in there, so they're going to be producing ammonia. So now you need to make sure you have, area for the bacteria to build up on. That's really what cycling a tank is you're just getting a colony of bacteria to form. That way it can manage the ammonia and break that down into nitrates. You can then water change out. So that's on sponge filter, that's on gravel, that's on even a blank slate tank is still going to grow some type of bacteria. So now I would say if you've already had a turtle in there and you have fish in there right now, it's now a waiting game. So now you're managing the cycle to where the bacteria can keep up with ammonia level. So it's going to drop those down to 0, produce that to nitrates. You're going to water change the nitrates out or use plants to eat them up. But I don't know how well plants are going to go with turtles. And then from that standpoint, though, you're now moving into making it a season tank, right? Letting it run where it's continually eating that ammonia down to nitrates without having to do anything fancy to it. If you're concerned about it, you can add something like the Fritz Zyme 7, the bacteria in a bottle. That may help jumpstart the colony. But it sounds like if you've already got fish in there, you're technically already cycling the tank as is. But yeah, guys. So the white cloud mountain minnows we have on this came from Mr. Peter Gill here. They're a phenomenal fish. So if I would highly check those out too. They do really; those fish will do so well in the pond right now. And they came in beautiful. Peter did such a good job on raising those out, breeding those out. So I would definitely check out those white. If you're looking for a fun pond fish right now, I would check those out hands down. Urban chicken, you need that in your life? Yeah, now that we're going down there full time, we'll go check out the urban chicken. But there's just something about raising canes. And Peter Gill saying Zaxby's. There's a Zaxby's here. There's a couple here in Utah. I've never had it actually. Well, like my wife says, we're in trouble with that place. We actually are. We are. I don't know. It's so good. It's so good. I think they did right where they do one. Like they do one thing and they do one thing so well. It's great. We had the officer directing traffic here to when Chick-fil-A opened up, huh? We had that. See, we had that when what is it? In-N-Out Burger moved to Utah. My God, that thing was that was nuts. And then I went and had it. I was like, why are people waiting hours for this? This is garbage. I'm sorry, all you California fans. In-N-Out Burger, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Now, Raising Cane's, that stuff's delicious. Oh my gosh, that stuff's delicious. Yeah, JP. So Justin's had some good success breeding some Epistos. I would listen to him there. 80 degrees there. I know I'm way back on chat. We're hanging out tonight. I guess you could probably set up a 40-gallon tank for musk turtle with live bears as tank mates in the new fish ranch. For that musk are the slowest of slowest turtles. Yeah, so that's like, I know the turtle girl does different turtles, but like my main experience, well, the main things I've seen with turtles revolve around the mini musk. Justin has one in an awesome tank right now. We have that in a full fish room tour of his. If you haven't checked that out, he's got some live bears in there, some Denison barbs, and it's such a derpy little thing, but it's so cool though. But yeah, then I know like Aquarium Co-op has his musk turtles. I think Rachel Leary now has one. So we'll see. I kind of want to do one just as like another little wet pet. But I mean, we're gonna have puffers, I'm getting a flower horn when we get down to Texas. I'm definitely getting one of those again. I really want to find a Mabu puffer again. But a lot of it too is like I just need to see where we land. That will determine on how we build the fish ranch, all that. I mean, it's honestly just give me like another fish room, but we're gonna call it a fish ranch. It sounds so much cooler when you call it a fish ranch. Waterburger. Have we had? I think we had Waterburger. What's the Wahlberg one? Is that what I'm probably thinking two different things? We had one out in Vegas. It was good. Oh, don't worry, Rachel. We'll go try everything. Now Raising Cane's to close at 12 a.m. There's no way the line will be. So Jordan, I'm okay for go to get Raising Cane's tonight, but I guarantee you. Now there's two mindsets here. We're in Utah, so everybody's gonna go to bed early because Utah's lame that way, and we're such night owls. We're crazy night owls. But then if Raising Cane's actually did put certain words I can't put in their drugs in their chicken, you now have this other population that's going to come to Raising Cane's at 12 p.m. But I think we'll go try it. Maybe we'll go try. Maybe we'll go try Raising Cane's tonight. Carrie, we'll get the husband on board. Don't worry. You're out in Reno. Just put it out in your pond outside. It'll be great. The mortgage process is amazing, said no one ever. Right? That's why I'm so glad that Jordan. So Jordan used to be in lending, so she knows a lot of stuff. So it's hilarious when she's talking to somebody, like they're talking to her, telling her all these things. She goes, wait, like, nope, that's wrong. And Jordan's proved many people wrong or like caught them in those sneaky little transactions. She's awesome. She's so good. If you get a pool, I suggest finding out when it was resealed last and getting it inspected. Just recently found out that this was a thing with my mom's place. Yeah, we're not big on getting a pool, but I agree because our mindset right now too is it going to be hot down there and would we maybe use it? Yes. But if we use it or not, I still have to maintain it. And if that breaks, that's one more thing that I now have to deal with. And I would personally rather have some yard for my dogs, but also I really want to get Sophie a swing set down there. I really want to get her like a slide, a couple swings. I really want to give that to her. And I don't want a pool taking that away. I'd much rather have swings. Now, Rico Stan's been all over. And I would say that's invigorating is, I think, what's going to be the takeaway from it. It's going to be hard. I mean, it's going to be like 2, maybe 3 days of driving a U-Haul truck down to Texas, which is going to drive me crazy. But it's what I think we're going to be able to go build in Texas is going to be awesome. Like I'm so excited to go see what we build in Texas. That's what I'm really excited for there. And that's not even just like what fish room we can go build in Texas, but I think my daughter's going to flourish in Texas. I think Jordan's going to find great friends in Texas. We have great friends in Texas already. And then it's, now we move into new areas of weather. Like we're not going to have winters like we have here. And we're kind of ready for that point there. Wahlburgers. Okay. So Wahlburgers and Whataburger are different there. Got it. Yeah, we tried Whataburger. Did we try Whataburger? We did try Whataburger. I don't think we were that impressed. I probably just started a war. Shake Shack's all right. Like these places, like they're good for like what they are. But like if you put, what is it, Wahlburger, Whataburger, and Carrie says flour hard, like In-N-Out, Shake Shack, next to like Chick-fil-A, and then like offer to be Raising Cane's. Oof. Like Raising Cane's may be my new favorite place. It really may be. I think I did try the burger with the jalapenos on it. I do enjoy me some jalapenos on a burger. I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy me some jalapenos there. I need a haircut routine from you. I literally shaved my head the other day and now it's slowly growing in. So I was shaving my head for like almost 3 years. Then I finally let it grow out to what we are now. So call me, like it's weird. But I found a hairstyle I like. So I used to kind of go with that. Yeah, like zero fade on the side, just keep short on top. But then I found, they call it the Euro Hawk. It's where it's faded. It's like think of like a reverse mohawk. When instead of having your whole head shaved, it tapers off in the back, but leaves, a nice head of hair there. I found it from Supercuts. Awesome people there. It's cheap. But that's what I said. I like the Eurohawk. It fit well, and it grew in well. But so the end result, Rachel, is what we were excited for because it's. How do I explain? We had lunch with Jordan's sister today, and I explained it this way to her. I said, I remember haircuts. One day, Rico Stan. One day, I need to pull out some of my freshman year pictures. I had some hair, but I explained it to my sister-in-law this way: of there's nothing left for me in Utah except family. Now, what is that? I know what I mean by that. It's, yeah, my family's here and I would like to be around family, but now that I'm my own entity, I have my own family I have to think about. And the members know, if you remember, the live streams we did I was so depressed, 2 months ago, a month ago. Work was toxic as all get out. And it's now that I know I have something new to go to, I feel like I've been sleeping better. I'm happier. I'm excited. Someone even commented, I think it was last week, they commented like there's a new side of me they've never seen before. And I like to hear that. I like to hear that we are doing good things here that make others excited. So I think I'm looking forward to snagging Trevor, bribing Rachel, let me snag Trevor, maybe Raising Cane's, to come help me like film the fish room, build the fish room, and then I get to go help him build his. And I'm excited. I'm excited. Very excited. Let's not talk about what we had here. Timbo, it's good to see you coming in here. Carrie says you're bribing me with Raising Cane's to move to Reno. I think that's. I mean, I guess we're going. I can't say it's too hot in Reno because I'm going to Texas. I don't know, like hot and hot. Reno's definitely more desert than I've been into though. I would come out to Reno for there. I would come out to Reno to hang out with Archie. Let's put it that way. Archie's an awesome dude. So when us Canadians are allowed to pass the border, I'm going to Texas, not Salt Lake City. You're welcome. It's probably farther. Good luck getting down there, but you're welcome. Come hang out. Absolutely. If you can sneak across the border and come get down to Texas. Here's the thing, though, is like I had to bribe certain individuals to allow me to get into Texas. So we'll help you out. Don't worry, we'll help you out there. So Joe, on a fish in cycle to complete, no exact time. It is complete when the tank can sustain the amount of livestock you have in the tank. So that's going to require regular testing. If you have like an API master test kit, use that. If you have the aquarium co-op test strips, use those. If you want to buy the Tetra test strips, use those. Anything that you can measure the ammonia with to see that you're regularly getting zero ammonia readings, converting that over to nitrate. But it's also going to be based on, too, how much food are you putting in. So you have to remember, the livestock is releasing ammonia. The food you're putting in is releasing ammonia. So you have to watch that and test your water to see, okay, fish from the tank, test it, zero ammonia. Cool. I feed. Okay, now I have nitrite, right? So you have to balance fish in the tank and how much food can the bacteria process through. So that's why it's interesting too. Of like right now, I have. So sorry, I am trying to thought here. I have 40 OB peacocks in a 20-gallon tank. Way too much for that right now. Well, I balance it with the food I have in there. I have hornwort floating. It's eating up excess ammonia and excess things. But I've been able to pull it off on balancing of, okay, the filters were handling the waste from the fish. Now are they handling the amount of food I put in there? Daniel, so I don't know if the white clouds are actually like listed under a product or a collection. That's on me. I'll go try and fix that. For now, though, if you search white cloud, so top right hand. Oh, this is what I need to learn. Top right hand, yeah. So top right hand corner of the website, there should be that search magnifying glass. Click on that. If you start typing in white cloud, it'll say white cloud mountain minnow. I have those up right now. So for an example, I think I had them listed previously like $4.99 a fish, $1.49. $1.49 right now for hobbyist bred raised white and cloud mountain minnows. Go find any, like, first off, go find a better source than Peter. Not going to happen. His mountain minnows are amazing. And sure, are they on sale right now? Yeah, but $1.49. So I have 26 in stock right now. You could buy all of those for cheaper than you could buy like 5 of them from a store right now. Just saying. Definitely the same. But yeah, I'm still working on, I think Trevor, did he do that for us? Oh, Trevor, you're the best. Trevor just dropped a link for you there. That'll take you straight to it there. But yeah, it's my bad for not listing it on a menu portion. But J-Rock coming in fashionably late. Still happy to have you here. I like it, man. I appreciate you being here. We're hanging out. I don't know if you've heard the news, not. We are moving to Texas. Going to do things down there. And Timbo's got some good information. Yeah, so another thing too is like when you can grow algae in a tank, like for cycling tanks, that's a very good one there too. Timbo, is if you can get a living thing growing in the tank, you know you've got something's happening. Archie is a ham. I love Archie. A 92-gallon corner tank with him for him. That's gonna be awesome, man. Carrie. That's gonna be a beautiful tank because Archie is a ham. Archie was hilarious when I was there. That's why I would really like to come out again. Well, I want to see Archie. I would like to see you and Chris again, and see everything, but actually, document everything properly this time. But yeah, Archie is a ham. Flower horns are awesome, but if you guys can meet Carrie's flower horn, it is such a fun fish. It is such a fun fish. But that 90-gallon corner tank, that's always been like one of my dream tanks because they're so odd. They look so good. I just don't want to give a corner away, but they look so good. They're awesome. You think that the aquarium co-op test strips are reliable? I test my water in my Crebensis tank and saw 0 everything. Do 50% water change weekly, and it's a 10-gallon. Okay. Honestly, I haven't even broken the seal on these yet. I have not broken the seal on these yet because I have a very specific video I want to film with these. Reliable? Yeah, I do. Why do I say that? So I've done a video on the Tetra test strips, and I think I've done a video, old one, on the API Master Kit. Now, if you look at like Bay Area Aquatics, he has a really good API Master Kit video. Now, if this is a video I've thought about making, but I know I'm gonna like offend somebody here. When it comes to testing water, we often get stuck in this realm of, is it reliable? Is it accurate? Is it this? But do we do our own research to see what research was put into these test strips? Now, you can 100% call me, I'm going to fanboy this product for a minute. You can 100% say I'm doing that because I am. Based off of the information that Corey has openly given in his live streams and in videos, I would absolutely say that this is probably the most accurate test strip on the market. And because of the testing that he's talked about. Now, have I visibly seen him do that testing? No. So if you don't want to spend, I think it was $16.99 for 200 tests, find a test strip and use it as kind of an average of what's going on in your aquarium. I don't think the API Master test kits are 100% reliable. What I do think test kits are, though, now pick whatever one you want. What I do think test kits are, it's going to give you a base average. If you test it and you see 0 ammonia, you see high nitrate, okay, now we have a way to move into. Now we know that the things are being processed. If you test it and see ammonia, now we know we need to correct that. And do I have too much livestock? Am I feeding too much? Do I need to give the tank, a week of no water changes to let it catch up to something? So it's all that process to where I would say pick a test kit you have access to and run with that one. I would say the Aquarium Co-op is very reliable, but I would also say that any test kit is going to give you a good baseline of where to take your aquarium and how to manage that, if that makes sense. There's also a lot of good conversations out there on the internet too with like why we do water changes and that kind of thing too. But all right. Elephant in the room, Aquashella Dallas road trip in October. I'm going to say yes. Jordan even brought that up, actually, I think. So I would, yes, I am definitely down to really try and get to Aquashella this year in Dallas because it's 4 hours away. Very doable. I would really like to get to the Orlando one eventually, but yeah, I think Dallas is in the cards this year. I really do. To say 4 hours versus flying is very different. It's cheaper, so I think we can find something good there. So yeah, I would say it's there. Would absolutely say it's there. So it seems like everyone's going to Texas. Hope your trip goes well. You're going to move your tanks. You're giving them to new homes. So yeah, so J-Rock, right now, everything on our website is discounted down for the move. We're selling 99% of the stuff. So breaking down the entire fish room. The only 2 tanks that are coming with me is this cube over here, and then the 90-gallon behind us. I'm shipping the Fajaca out to a buddy of mine, Trevor, down in Texas, to hold that. We got a few other key fish I've strategically placed with people. I got to talk to Justin tomorrow. Taking him some tanks. I'm going to talk to him about some fish to see if he wants to take some key fish in that I want to keep going. So I'm strategically placing fish, but then we're breaking down the fish room. We're gonna restart over. We're gonna go build us a fish ranch down there. It's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be a fun adventure down there. And I think we're gonna do some good things. I'm really excited to see what comes. Like, I'm really excited to see what clubs are down there. Trevor's been scoping out all the fish stores there. I mean, I think a fun video would be go buy the girls Raising Canes, and then me and Trevor just head out on the road and just go hit every fish store we can, and like, a certain radius of Houston, and just see what we find. Like, I already know of a few down there, but then I'm also really excited for the culture, the people, the school systems, just the atmosphere, to go do something new. I think it's gonna be fun. I know it's gonna be fun there. But Jen, good to have you here. I do appreciate it. Definitely do appreciate it. All of you who are catching the replay, we still love you the same. I'm big on scheduled water changes. The scent of your tank is huge. That is true. The scent of your tank is absolutely a very key factor in all of that. And I think Mountaintop said it too here. Tests are more detecting major changes versus minor fluctuations. I do agree with that as well. But the smell is crazy. So water tests prove the scent theory, and because your fish agrees, I've done that down in the fish room where you're kind of feeding tanks on, so you pop a lid. It's like, oof, like, whew, that one stinks. Like, okay, let's investigate. Is there like rotting food on the edge of the tank? No. Okay, like, smell the water again. Like, whew, that's rough. Like, that's an ammonia smell. Now you start, learning things there. Checking out new fish stores has turned into our Sunday afternoon adventure. Yeah, Trevor said he wishes they were in non-questionable areas, but I like that you guys are making it there. We just dropped over 3 dozen guppy fry. We grew out in a 40-gallon breeder. That's awesome. That is awesome. Growing out fish is fun. It definitely is fun there. Definitely is fun. Is the ALA in Miami? Is that the American Live Bear Association? Not this year. See, now that I'm more like available to like the East Coast kind of a thing there. I think I'll be able to access more of that stuff there. And then we'll do some, it'll be fun. I will respond to that email I just got, and I'll help you out there. Trying to decide between Aquashella and Dallas. So my opinion here is I've heard more about Aquashella than I have the American Library Association. So I'm more inclined to go to Aquashella. I think the American Library Association is like the true nerd level convention, which I'm at. Don't get me wrong. But my first time going to a convention is Dallas will be closer for me, so much easier for me to do. Where getting over to Miami would be probably flight, maybe driving. I think it's like 12-ish hours to that way. So it's 4 hours driving, 12 hours driving, maybe a flight. It's cheaper for me to go here. It's easier for me to go here, especially where I've only been in Texas for a few months. Then I can start like looking at okay, like, hey, the channel is so allowing me to, maybe I can book a flight to Miami. Maybe I can get to this one. Maybe I can do this. Maybe we can do this. So I think even just being located in Texas is going to give me access to a lot of new things that I haven't done before, that I am very excited to do. Very excited to work with that one there. But all right. Couple favors to ask of you guys. If you haven't already, hit the like button. We do appreciate it. We're getting new subscribers every day, and it's awesome. I would also ask that if you shared this stream out. We gotta sell everything out of the fish when we get ready for this trip. And at this point, it's not about making money. Even the business would never a get rich quick kind of a scheme. We just want to provide a solid virtual local fish store for individuals to shop from. So we need to get all that out there. But we got some fish that are not on the website. If you've been hanging around this long, maybe you'll have some access to them. So there's certain fish that I'm curious to see if anybody's interested in them. And some of these things, like we got some new fish in for a mountaintop. I got to get up on the website. We got some flagfish in. Great looking flagfish. So if you're interested in some flagfish, let me know. We've also got some Variatus platies in from him. They look amazing. So if you're interested in those, let me know. I'll try and get those posted up on the website so you have direct access to them. But then I have my colony of the Egyptian mouth brooder multicolor Victoria. It's the adults that I'm looking to sell. Those ones, honestly, I'm probably going to put on, if you're interested in those, I'll probably do those as an airport to airport shipping only, just to make sure that they get there safe. They're kind of a special fish to me, but I have access to them again. But if you're interested in those, email me, message me, let's talk. But then the real big one, though, that I've decided I think I'm going to let go unless somebody local absolutely wants them, we can work something out on them. My group of L199 plecos, my yellow zebra plecos, I'm leaning towards selling those. The more I ship to Trevor to take care of, the harder it's going to be on him, and he's already got so much going on. And so I think the L199 and these things, like the multicolor Victoria, it's you buy the whole group or you don't buy any. And the L199s, I'm not shipping out single ones there. It's definitely going to be you buy all 6 or you don't buy any. They're going to sell them as a group. They're wild caught. They have bred for me twice. I've had one successful clutch from them. I think Timbo and Trevor both have one of the F1 fry from those. Beautiful, beautiful plecos. They are beautiful plecos. I need, when I get to Texas, part of it's going to be like, I need to set up strategic tanks to get fish. It's like one of them is going to be, for the Fahaka puffer, maybe like the swordtail or something. Like there's definitely going to be things that I have to kind of keep track of and make sure I can do properly, all that kind of thing there. But yeah, so if you're interested in the L199s, let me know. We'll talk. So it'll be cost of fish plus the airport to airport shipping. I'm not going to change them. So particularly the plecos, I will only ship those airport to airport, only airport to airport. Those are too valuable to me to try and ship out on a USPS run. But cost airport to airport, it ranges. I've seen it range from $50 to $80 on the airport to airport shipping. But what it is though is it's next flight guarantee. I've shipped to Trevor airport to airport before, and I think with the time I bagged the fish, got to the airport, shipped it, he picked it up, was less than 24 hours. I think it was even like less than 12 hours. It was nuts. So airport to airport is very safe. It's very effective. But a lot of people kind of balk at the cost of, I'm not spending that for airport to airport, but it's guaranteeing the safe arrival of fish is what it really is there. Deborah, hello. Good to see you here. Happy to have you here. Hashtag Team Wel-Don. Appreciate it. We'll see. I gotta do some talking. Do some talking with Trevor. We're getting raided by the dogs and the wife and the kid. But yeah. Yeah, it's true. So Trevor had a big green phantom go to him that would have died if it had not been airport to airport. Hi. You want? Don't you know it's like 100 degrees outside? You want the gloves on? Go ask mommy. Yeah, but if you haven't, check out the website. We got a ton of fish on there. Everything's for sale. We got to get those things moving out. If you're interested in some of the, like the multicolored Victoria or the L199s, let me know. Then we can talk some stuff there too. But that's all things we got to go. Yeah, you got gloves on? So Carrie, tracking down those plecos it took some time. I'm sure enough I want to do that because I'm offering it. But I'm torn because the way I look at it is there's a lot of other pleco species I would like to work with. And I need to make sure I need to focus on my family getting down to Texas before I focus on my fish getting down to Texas. But then it's also of how fast can I get things set back up and how fast can I get things moving to where, honestly, it's going to be like Trevor's my main go-to guy down in Texas for holding fish. So he's going to hold my fajaka for me. Me and him haven't even talked about like all the fish I want to send down there, but I have some swordtails I want to send down there. I'm really thinking about the calico convicts I want to send down there. Cause that's a line I would really like to work with. But then what else do I want to send down there? So it's like the more I send him is like the more tanks he may have to set up. So then the other thing too with like the L199s is I have those at like 84 degrees. So it's that hard thing too of like now he's got to set up a tank to match that, to have that, the temperature. I don't know. We'll see. But I have enough support from the community, yourself included, Carrie, that I've strategically placed, and that's like even like with Carrie, we've talked about some fish I want to get in her hands. I've strategically placed some fish to either be raised out or bred with other hobbyists that when they're ready, I can buy those fish back. I can buy the fry. So now what's happening is I'm supporting their hobby. They're supporting my hobby. They're also supporting the industry, the community of just fish we can keep recirculating through. I think he's using this as an excuse to get more tanks running. What, is that for Trevor? Not for me. I'm trying to get tanks broken down. But the other Tiffany, I appreciate you listening here. Send me a message. So yeah, if you do message me on like the multicolored Victoria, I'm hands down like, yes, like if you want those, we can figure something out on those. I've got those placed around with enough people that I can make that happen again there. The plecos, if you message me on, don't be surprised if I'm like, I changed my mind. I'm not sure I'm going to do yet. I'm just not sure yet. George, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Remember Trevor. Well, Rachel, is it working? That's the real question there. Is it working? But that's the thing too, is like I can't ask people to, make inconveniencing things for them. And some people I've talked with too of I will help the cost of getting those tanks up and running and different things. That's also factors I have to weigh in. It's factors I have to weigh in for them. It's space. So there's a lot of balancing where it's almost like handing somebody a dog of like, here, take care of my dog. Right. And it's, what do you mean I got to take care of this dog? Like, I got to feed it. I got to pick up its poop. I got to do all this. With the fish, you got to siphon the poop out. You got to do all this stuff. So it's things I'm looking at. Because I said there's a lot of other plecos I really want to work with, and I know Jordan doesn't think I should sell them. Gloves. It's a family show now. But it's fine. Hi.
So cute.
You are super cute. I don't know if the light's cute, but you're super cute. It's 100 degrees outside. She has Minnie Mouse slippers on, mittens, and a hat while wearing her unicorn shorts and shirt. This is how we roll in Utah. I found this really awesome fish art for my wall behind the tanks at a yard sale. Hi. I don't want to know because it messes with the microphone.
Yeah. Come talk to me. Huh? Come talk to me.
So that's why I have art too that I haven't hung up yet. We're definitely going to do some things there. If you do the L1 and I'll take them off your hands, message me. I'm honestly, I think what it's going to come down to is I need to talk with Trevor and Rachel of what can they realistically handle without inconveniencing them. So, Trevor's already went out and bought a new 40-gallon breeder to set up for the Fahaka for holding. So we'll see. But if you're interested, just send me a message. Just don't be heartbroken though if I say never mind, but we'll see. Tank size. So right now they're in a 33 long, doing great. So 40 breeder would do really well. I love 40 breeders. They would do really well for those. You could get away with a 20 long, but it would be cramped for a bit. But that 33 long, having that 4-foot length has really helped them too. So I would check that. Here. You want a fish? Can you get it? No, use your mittens. So 40 breeder do great. 55 do great. The hardest thing with those is it's got to be hot. But Trevor is a great person. Trevor is Trevor and Rachel are some of the best people down there. And I'm so excited we're landing there. But yeah, 40 breeders, that's one of the main tanks I want to focus on in the fish ranch. Oh, it's amazing. The fish ranch sounds so good. Because there's so much I can do with a 40 breeder. I can put in swordtails. I can go crazy. I can breed plecos in those. I can breed, peacocks in those. I can raise peacocks in those. There's just so much I can do with all of that with 40 breeders that I'm excited to hopefully expand to that because I want to set up like 10 gallons for quarantine, maybe. But I really want to try and sneak in some 55s, maybe 75s. Like 55s are great for grow outs. So we'll see. We'll see what comes to. Because I've had people too ask me of what's it going to look like? Like, how are you going to do this? I don't know. I don't know yet. Trevor found a guy down in Texas selling off an entire fish room. 40 breeders, 55s, 29s, 20s. And he's like, hey man, here's your next fish room. I don't know what I have yet. That's what's hard is I still don't have yet. Fish ranch merch. I like that. We'll make something. Cause I know the person that was interested. You want more fish? The person that was talking about helping us with our merch, I believe they're in Texas too. So I'm going to try and revitalize that relationship, get that going. But it's going to be fun. Yeah, but fish ranch merch. I think we can make something fun with that. We need to make a fun design for that. If anybody's got any like design ideas, maybe we need to do like a cowboy riding a fish. Tucker riding a fish. This sounds amazing. Or Tucker fish, half dog. So, George, we are moving to the Houston area. We're going to try and get into Katy, suburb of Houston, but we're going to Houston. 40 breeders just have one of the best dimensions. 55s are great because of that 4-foot length, but I love the depth of the 40 breeders at 18 inches front to back. You can do so much with that depth. It's so much fun there. Son lives in Houston. We got a lot of people that live in Houston, actually, like in that area. And it's super cool. I think the community we're going to have down there is going to be awesome. Daniel, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I will respond to your email once I get off there, and I will. I have an idea of how to fix that for you, so I'll take care of you. And thank you for the order. I do appreciate it. A lot of people are stepping in to help us here on this move. Then that's what I mean by the support that we have is we have the people in Texas ready, waiting for us. It's going to be great. But it's also the people just here, just the community. You're supporting the videos, you're watching it, you're commenting, you're emailing me, you're messaging me, you're offering support and help what you can. And so I think that's what it's exciting too, is that even though we're not going to have like everybody in Texas, just to have the friends that we have through the YouTube channel is going to make this a lot easier. So, Leo, it's the L134 for sure, the leopard frogs. Leopard frogs are one of my favorite pleco of all time. I really want to breed those. I really want to breed those one day. And I don't know do the dwarf Clara plecos have an L number? I'll leave those there, please.
Listen.
But the dwarf Clara plecos I really want. Is it Claire O? I think it's Claire O. Dwarf Claire O pleco. Yeah, the dwarf Claire O pleco. I'd like to work with. But they're just having a hard time tracking those down specifically right now. I really am liking the is it the Wobbermeister, whatever it is Dean's got going on. But I've been seeing too more of like the big spot stuff. Like the King Tigers interested me for a while, but leopard frogs, hands down, I really want to work with. But then I think when we get to Texas, I am going to chase my dream of breeding out the red cactus plecos. I really want to work with those. Joe, thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate you being part of this. But yeah, so Leo, Freshwater Exotics is actually where I purchased my L199s from. So I'm very familiar with that company. Really like that company. And they actually had the red cactus in stock. But I can't front that now. But I think once we get to Texas, I get things built. We're in the channel is moving in a way to where I could take those funds and make one big purchase of those, of kind of in for that there. Yeah, but the red cactus is one I really want to do. And like with that one too, it's I want to specifically set up like a 120-gallon tank with a sump, so that's its own standalone filtration, own standalone everything, to where we can run those red cactus through there. So I really do want that to be a very profitable thing. So I'm going to run a ton of flow through there. I want to set up some big caves. Like this is what I'm excited to. I want to work with Pleco Ceramics of, trying to find like custom caves I can use in there and stuff. But so Do red cactus? I don't know if red cactus even have an L number. What's like hard about pluckers? I know you have the like. You're a super nerd if you know all the L number stuff, and some people won't even talk to you unless you call the L number. The L24, the red cactus plucker. That's one I really, really want to breed. I just think it'd be so cool there. To watch those big old fish, pull up a mountain of eggs there. F1 fry pencil fish are ready for you. Argue 40 breeds, the group is way to go. Also now working on the Mekong River. Mountaintop has some crazy stuff there. He just got the Mekong River puffers in, whatever they are. They're super cool. Super cool. But I also got so I've talked with Matt about it. The rainbow cichlids that we picked up from him. If anybody is interested in those rainbow cichlids, I will work out a deal with you. A lot of these bigger fish, I really want to do the airport to airport with, just because of how hot it is. So I have 5 adult rainbow cichlids. That may be one I talk to Justin about, see if he's interested in those. And then also I have my group of Australian rainbows, really pretty fish. They're all adults too. I guarantee you if I put some mops in there, I'd have some eggs from those. If anybody's interested in that, I would definitely. So if you're interested in any of the fish I've got, please, if you don't see them on the website, message me and we'll another pale puffer. What is that? If you're interested in fish I have, you don't see them on the website, feel free to contact me and we'll definitely work something out. Custom common pleco cave needed here. I would also like to get a cave that would allow my squeaker cat to hide. So, Carrie, your squeaker cat, I know they have some of like the logs, like the fake logs. I bet you would be great for your squeaker catfish. But yeah, like the custom stuff, it's hopefully Pleco Ceramics will take me serious on. Like, I would love to pioneer that. I would love to front that of, I mean, I can't necessarily front the cost, but like the idea of you have this Pleco cave, but can we make this Pleco cave kind of a thing? So I really want to see what we can do there. But how long have we been going for? Hour and a half. I don't know if we'll make the 2-hour mark tonight. I was really late starting, but Aussie's K. Yeah, the rainbow cichlids, they are throwing some amazing colors, and it is too bad I can't have them longer than what I have, because they are a beautiful fish. They do some amazing color. They really do have some great color. But again, though, it's like I've got to balance what I'm taking with me and what's got to go, different things. But we'll see what comes. Yeah, I got to talk to Justin tomorrow, I believe. If we're still good for it, I'll shoot you a text of he's building his fisher mount, so I got some tanks I'm taking to him. And then we're going to talk kind of fish and probably those rainbows too. Why not? What do I think of the L34? What is the L34? So this is, I don't know all the L numbers. I have to Google all those. What is it? The Ancistrus reniculus? Oh, isn't that the Medusa? Is that the name? The Medusa Pleco? They're honestly, my experience with them is people view them as a big bristle nose. That's really kind of what they are. So if you haven't seen the Medusa, they're honestly like a bristle nose. They get all the bristles across their face, but they have a really narrow back body and a really wide head. They're cool looking. I can tell you though, from my experience with them on things I cannot talk about, they did not sell fast. Partly because they're kind of that drab color. They look like a regular bristle nose. They don't do much. They're weird. Like, they're definitely odd in the way of it's how they're shaped, but they don't sell crazy fast. So that's kind of my take on there. They're cool, but they're not. Yeah. But the other one though, what was it? The red leopard? There's another the leopard cactus. So the red cactus is one I really want to work with, but there was another one. It was insane though. It was really I say there's a few pleco species I really want to work with. And I'm interested in trying some of these bigger ones out. Yeah, I think it's the L14. It's the red-tailed leopard cactus pleco. or like the leopard cactus. So there's the red cactus and then there's the leopard cactus that I want to work with so bad. And the red tail gets bigger, the leopard stays a little smaller. But they're beautiful plecos, absolutely beautiful plecos. And I think it'd be so cool to lift up like that basketball thing and just a clump of eggs. It'd be amazing. Be absolutely amazing. Yeah, so Carrie, check out the video I did on the pleco ceramics. I think you'll find some good stuff in there as kind of a log base for the catfish to hide up into. And then for the time being, if you're looking for something for your common pleco, I think they have, and I can't share my screen right now, so I'm failing you miserably. Let's take a look here. I think they have a cave that is, they call it like their, okay. So if you go to plecoceramics.com, they have their pleco cave cone. Little expensive, it's $25, but it's a wider opening at the front. So you'd be surprised at what plecos can like sneak themselves into. So you may find that it fits well enough for that guy to wedge himself in there. What you could also look at is the aquarium cave they have. Wait, is that the same thing? Hang on here. What did I say? So they have, okay, so the pleco cave cone is one thing I would look at. Then if you go on their website further, they just have something called the Pleco Ceramics Aquarium Cave. That's kind of a half cave. It may be large enough for the guy to fit underneath it. So I would check out those two products, but I want to get into, it's like if I do succeed at getting the red cactus, I think I'm gonna need something bigger than even that like pleco cave cone. Like we're talking like custom stuff. I think it's gonna be nuts there. But they have the L24 on hand. Yeah, trust me, man. I have shopped freshwater exotics a lot. I look at their list all the time. The thing right now though, I don't have $600 to spend on those. So that's honestly what it's going to cost me to get those, and then it's going to be another 2-3 years of growing those things out to get them the proper size to breed. But yeah, it's going to be a chunk of change. That's where I haven't bought them now. One, I can't afford it. Two, I'm moving. But I gotta get down there. And if I buy, $600-800 worth of plecos, I'm going to make sure that tank is so on point, ready for them. The temperature's dialed in. Everything's like, I'll dump in a bunch of like, nitrifying bacteria, let that sit, move some fish in for a while, let a bunch of mold build up, get some leaf litter in there, get a bunch of wood in there, beef up the tannins in there, all of that stuff before I plop in these red cactus. But how cool would it be though to have like a 120 with red cactus plecos and a 120 with leopard cactus plecos? Amazing. The 3 beacons are all right. Like they're pretty. They're not always like my forte. Is that the one with like the orange tail? Yeah, the 3 beacons are all right. My beef with them though is they look a lot like a common pleco. Personally, this is why everybody has different tastes. So I think there's a lot of doctored up photos on the Google. So 3 beacons just aren't my 100% forte there. What pleco, let's see, do you think would sell decent for you on the website? So the lemon blue eyes that came in, those sold fairly well. We just sold out of those today. So I think that's a decent one there. Super reds would sell really well. Part of it's going to be I need to get plecos in, but then I need to beat the competitor's price on them. So lemon blue eyes are very popular. Super reds are very popular. But then if you move into anything long fin, anything long, even regular bristlenose long fin sells well because then people you can cross that with like a super red and produce super red long fins and then keep crossing that to make more super red long fins. So there's a lot of building blocks there. I think albinos would do well, honestly, if we had a good source. But like again, if you got long fin albinos, people go nuts over those. I think right now I have like regular bristlenose, they're like 99 cents on the website, and nobody's touched them because they're so popular there. Unless it's so well. But then if you move into things like if I can source green dragons one day, I really want to. For whatever reason, those are on a stupid craze right now. But I think things like the snowball pleco, maybe the gold nuggets, maybe. But things like with the snowball pleco is it's a fancier, quote unquote, fancier pleco, but it's not like an insane rare one or hard one to keep. It's a little different than a regular bristlenose, so it's pretty, but it's nothing like in crazy expensive. So I think if I could source like snowballs and have decent things available there, I think people would be interested in those. I've seen the Colombian snow, like the Colombian snowballs go around. L33s would probably sell well, but again, those are really popular. But if I had L33s at a decent price, I think those would sell all right. That's what a lot of it is there. I know TM Aquatics has the Alniker. What are they? L397s or something. Dean's got those. That people like those. They like them. The problem with those ones, I think, it's the L397 is that they stay. They look really good small. The orange is extremely vibrant, and then as they get older, they kind of lose some of that. Kind of fades out. But I think that would be there. So any experience with the L201? I think snowball plecos, the black and white spots. I think if you toss them in a tank between 78 and 82, and you're never going to see, like, that's the hard thing. Like, plecos are amazing. Like, you just don't see them. Like, you just don't see all that all the time. My experience with them is, stop. My dog's eating something. Do all right community tanks. They probably like a little bit more protein in their diet. Like a lot of the fancier plecos is they like protein in their diet. And then you get into some things, anything that's a panac needs wood in their diet. That's a big thing. If you have any kind of panac, you absolutely need some wood in their diet. The red Steranellas, have I looked at that one? Steranella pleco? Yeah, that's the okay, so different name, but same thing. That's the leopard cactus pleco. Yeah, the L114. Those things are awesome. That's why I say if I could get the red cactus and the leopard cactus, be amazing. I have a buttload of longfin albino babies, four separate clutches. Well, sir, when I get to Texas, let's talk. Longfin albino super red crosses, they all look normal. Let's see, they all look normal or normal longfin. Cross them back. That's why, that's where it's fun. The bristlenose stuff is you can raise a bristlenose out fairly quickly and then have fun like crossing them back and do different things with them. Messing with that genetics. I think it's gonna be fun there. All right. Sorry, responded to a text there. But I think I'm down to keep going for a little bit. How many people got here? 19 people hanging out with us. That's awesome. I know tonight was kind of a disaster getting started. It took me 3 streams to get it going. I got to figure out why it's cutting off the edges and stuff. But we'll see. Yeah, anything Panac is definitely a sawmill. Like I've seen people, they'll buy a Panac because it's a pretty pleco, take it home, and then they get pissed when it starts like just shredding wood in their tank, like the royal plecos, like the royal watermelons and stuff. Those things will shred wooden tanks. And Brian P's coming in, but it's funny to listen to people though, like they buy these royals because they're big, monstrous, and it's amazing. And what? Could I help you? Crazy dog. But then they put almost 200 views are on stream. 20? I show 20. Maybe it's total 200 views. But yeah, but they put these big royals in tanks with wood, and then they get mad when like they come back like my tank's a mess. Yeah, anything Panac will just shred wood down. They munch wood down. I think the dog's going to go out. We're going to let them out. There's weird things happening over in this tank over here. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, the rainbows and the sickles are freaking out. Everyone's probably breeding up a storm in that tank. Like I have paraplecos in this tank right now. That's a albino with a regular bristle nose, and they bred. There's wigglers in that cave right now. So that's what's fun is like things keep breeding, but like, yeah, the little dog was hanging out here too. She was in here at my feet. Tucker's the main show for sure. But sorry, I've got somebody asking about some fish. Anyways, hopefully we can boost that number for your stream from last week. That was a fun stream. I really did enjoy having HD Aquatics on here. Wood eaters come in handy to change my baseline water parameters to softer water with better tannic acid. That's like I wonder how you could see. Mountaintop's got some crazy ideas. Like, be so much fun to test, but it's like, how do I test that? Like, how do I test if I put these plecos with this wood in here and just this wood in this tank? What's the parameters shuffle at? Like, that'd be interesting to try and test all that. He's got a lot of good standpoints there. A lot of good viewpoints there as well. But all right, now is your time. If you got any questions, Q&A, whatever you want to throw at me, feel free to do so. We're kind of winding down a little bit, I would say, but anything I can answer for you guys, or anything you kind of want to. Any of you guys want to chat about, we can definitely chat about some stuff. Do all that, though. We'll definitely get that going, taken care of there. But it's been a fun stream. I really do appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out, asking questions, talking. We got a lot of big things happening. You know, as you say, we're looking to definitely sell off a bunch of fish to get ready for this move. I've got things posted up locally, trying to just help with all that. We had a couple come by yesterday. They picked up the entire colony of blue star endlers. So it's one of those things. But yeah, we got to do a lot of coordinating now on the shipping and everything ready there. It's gonna be fun there. So that's why I'm excited to work, to be so close to Houston Manzanita now. Is I get into these different types of plecos, I can experiment with different woods to put in there. You know, is it ghost wood versus Wapani wood versus Manzanita wood versus this wood and all that. Carrie, I'm not. So the only ones I may try and keep are the super red juveniles I have. But I was going to talk with you about if you wanted the male bristlenose and female albino. I don't know if you'd be interested in those or not. So, but all the juveniles I'm not taking with me. I'm going to try and honestly sell those locally, give them away for free locally. If I post anything for free, people come get them. I mean, I think I still have like 100 of those things. But the super reds are ones I may try and sneak down to Trevor because that's something you can toss in with any tank really. Grow some of those out. I got a big enough group of those I can grow those out and then hopefully get my own pairs going instead of trying to track down a pair. But it also may turn into like I'm going to have to just see what tanks I can get down there. But then it's going to be a long process though of reaching out to you guys, the community. Okay, who has this, who has that, and then slowly filling tanks in of what I want to work with. Because what I'm going to have to do too is kind of section off. This half of the fish room or fish ranch is going to be my personal projects, my personal breeding. Because I don't want to stop that. I as much as I want to run the business, I don't want to stop my own personal breeding ventures. It's too much fun. And then like the other half, like, okay, these are, business tanks. These are fish that we land, we sell, we move through. So I've got to make sure I have enough of that, enough real estate space available for fish I want to breed, for fish we're going to land, and all that kind of thing too. And because I would like to continue purchasing fish from hobbyists, giving them that outlet, giving them that option, being a site that people can buy from, for positive things. Because maybe I need to move to fish I breed, but it just limits so much. There's so many things we have on the website right now that just wouldn't happen in my fish room. We have, F1 Regani fry that are hopefully going to make it from Mountaintop. But even just to have that in the future, I can't do those. Hairy puffers, come on now. Who's breeding hairy puffers? That guy is. Butterfly fish, then you got Trevor's with the Turcanas, and Carrie's going to have OB peacocks, and Daniel's got some koi guppies. Who else have I bought from? Peter's got the white cloud minnows. We have the Japan blue gold guppies and all that. There's just too many things that other individuals are breeding that make such good available to other hobbyists that I don't want to take away that aspect of our business, because that's what we built this around. We just got to see what we can do there. But was that 3 inches, 4 inches? But yeah, Carrie, I'm going to send you a text. We'll talk. Me and Jordan have some ideas. But it's that's the thing too, is right now the flamebacks, I just don't have space for them. But down in Texas, I may. It's the goal. The goal of the business is to shuffle fish around the United States for other hobbyists to have opportunities with. That's the big thing with is I know Dan's Fish is out building a massive new facility, which is going to be awesome. And he does some amazing imports. That's super cool that he does some amazing imports, because he's probably going to be one that I'd buy red tail or red lizard whiptail catfish from that I want to work with. That's probably who I'll source them through. So I'm glad that there's people like him doing big imports that I can find these crazy fish from. But I want to be that. There's just nobody sourcing fish from hobbyists. There's so many hobbyists that I say they're just kind of left by the wayside of they don't have a local fish store that will take these fish. But there's got to be somebody out there that takes these fish. So I'm also hoping too to make some good connections down in Texas with these local fish stores. I've got a friend in Nevada that has 50 flamebacks that are colored up, showing color to 3 inches. Are you interested in them? Yes. Okay, cool. Now I can be that middleman, the broker have you of, I can coordinate the shipment. Maybe I can land them.
and then we coordinate money transfer through store pays me when I bring fish in. I then pay individual, the money for them, and I don't even necessarily take anything for myself, but I'm now giving people access through that nature. And I started to do that in previous associations. Mountaintop was our first one that we tried that with and was very successful. And I'm very, very fortunate that he is continuing to work with me because we have access to that. So I think there's opportunity that I really want to try and show local fish stores what they're missing is if they're willing to branch out from just importing fish, from just wholesalers, from just your local people to I'm that guy that I will work with coordinating. Because the other thing I need to find out too is on my airport to airport account, I want to find out if I could give, we're going to use Carrie's, the last comment I saw, so we're going to use that for example. We could give Carrie access to that for her to use my account to ship fish to me through an airport. So that way they come faster. We don't know they're going to be alive. Hopefully, greater chances. The odds are in our favor of that one. It's not a Hunger Games USPS shipping event. It's a airport to airport shipping event that we could then make that happen. That's something I got to find out because I don't know if it's ever been done before, where usually it's I own it. I own the account. I'm using, Southwest is my shipping broker. I ship something to Trevor in Houston. That works out. That goes great. But if I could give, and then I know the number one comment that's going to come up again is, well, I'm not close enough to an airport. Yeah, I've heard that before. I've heard that a lot before. But would you be willing to drive that 2 hours to unload 200 fish to a local fish store in Texas? Like there's that. I think there's something missing of that. And honestly, I think if we even if we built up a huge network of maybe we have, I'm in Texas, Mountaintops in Colorado, we have Leo in California, then we have Rico stand up in New York, and then we have somebody still in Utah, and then somebody there, and then somebody here, and then somebody here, that we all coordinate of. I have 100 flamebacks. Okay, Texas doesn't want them. How about you, Utah? You don't want them? Colorado, you want them? Awesome. You're going to use this account. You're going to ship it to this airport. This guy's going to pick them up. This guy's going to drop them off. Maybe he takes 10% as the transport fee, but then you get paid. There's a lot of transaction, a lot of handling money that I'm nervous about because Aquarium Co-op makes really good points about that of the less money that's handled, the better, because if Well-Don Tanks and everything Well-Don handles all the money that goes awry, then you guys come after me. But if I could just be the middleman of I ship through this account and then you two take care of the money transaction, I'm fine with that. Because at that point I just supplied the means of it while you guys supplied all of that. So it's that makes sense. Like this, I have so many ideas I would like to build this community around. It's just going to be, I've got to start somewhere. And if I set aside everything else of like personal as well, it's, if I go down there just for the fish aspect, I think Texas is going to be that hub where we could make something like this happen to where we have contacts throughout all the states of, and maybe this is like, and I'm just spitballing ideas now, especially of how cool would it be to make a forum of that way where it's, I have 50 OB peacocks, I have 50 flamebacks, I need to get rid of all these. Nobody local wants them. But then it runs through. So this is things I had, like, I would like to make a statement big enough one day to be able to sit down with somebody like Southwest, Delta, or whoever handles cargo shipments that I could say to them, give me this account. Then we have other players involved in it, to where we have this account, but now there's going to be 20 people on this account that are allowed to ship through this account. I think that's possible, and I think it's doable to where then realistically, if you guys wanted to trade fish with people, it's, hey, I'll trade you this fish for this fish. Cool, let's ship it through the airport. Like, there's something there that just isn't there, right? So Mountaintop, that's an interesting point, because he argues that the hobbyist networks will be very helpful if we ever have a supply issue on imports and local fish store need the stock in country to keep running. Of course, I can't say everything. I witnessed this. I was part of that here in Utah, my last business venture. We literally, because of the holidays and because of COVID, we could not get an import in. Could not happen. For over a month, that entire area was stocked by local breeders. We bought every fish we could from local breeders, and that's how we stocked it. That's how we did it. We could not get imports in. Now, other stores did all right. I think they backdoor dealed some stuff, but yeah, we stocked through the hobbyist. So can you imagine like creating a supply chain though around the United States for all these stores to figure that out? Like, it's, as soon as a store does that, they're going to take off. And it's just, there's just so many logistical things to come into that. Of like Carrie's standpoint here of, have you done a fish unboxing video yet that I may have missed? So my last few like unboxings have just been my YouTube shorts where I've taken in new fish from people sending them to me for the business. And I kind of like a quick 60-second clip of, hey, this is what these are. This is amazing. I still need to set up an entire video though of here's how I package my fish. Here's how you can do it this way. Here's how you can do it this way. Here's how you would use breather bags. Here's how you would use this. I know Justin's talked to me about wanting to learn how to ship fish. Mountaintop has helped me understand how to ship fish better. So it's all this coordination effort of this. It's risky. Like, I completely understand why people like Aquarium Co-op, Zenzo, Dean, none of them ship fish, because he's right. This has been one of the most challenging things I've ever taken on. And if the shipment goes bad, they blame me, which, you know, I packaged it. I'm responsible for it. I fully accept that responsibility. But as we get better and people take us seriously, I think we definitely have something we can look forward to. And I would say that breather bags are not Pleco safe, 100% not. Anytime I ship a Pleco now, it'll be double, if not like triple bagged. So I have this, if anybody's gotten a shipment from me recently, you'll see I'm using like 3 mil bags, and they're double bagged. That's one too. Like, if I sell my Plecos, or if I send them to Trevor to hold on to, there's a big if there. And if I sell them, don't be shocked at the price I'm going to sell them for, because I know what they're worth. Those things will be in fairly decent sized bags, double, if not triple bagged. Plecos will puncture bags fast. I've even seen bristlenose go through bags, but then you move into things like the your big L numbers, right? Your more fancy Plecos, they will shred bags, and it's not a good sight. Like what Trevor's referencing, I was involved in sending him a fairly large green phantom Pleco. I failed to double bag it, and if it had not been an airport to airport shipment, that fish would have died. It luckily was able to kept its head in water, like in the bag, and survived. But if it had not been that, it would have absolutely been died. Would you be able to let us know what boxes you use? Also, I'd like to learn more about the breather bags. I find I like regular bags. I'm a plop and drop type of person. Absolutely, me too. So yes, Carrie, I can do that. I have a video I still need to do, and I think after this week, I'm going to take like a day and film like 5 videos to where I can have them set up to release while we're moving all these different things. One of them is I really want to get into differences of breather bag versus normal bag, but then I need to do a full video of how I package fish, how I find it to work, what boxes I use from USPS, all these different things. And then I want to get into, showcasing like these are the bags that I found I like the bags that just I think just got delivered to my door. They're perfect for things like live bears, guppies and different things. So I think the next size up would be perfect for things like mouth brooders and swordtails and plecos and larger things like that. But it's so like right now, I think I'm using 3 mil bags. So technically there's like 6 mil a bag for a fish to go through, which is a lot. It definitely is a lot there. Then you can even get into like what's crazy though. If you YouTube some stuff, you can find when they're shipping like 18-inch datnoids and stuff. There's literally a bag with a plastic bottom. Put the fish in, air that up, rubber band the hell out of that thing, but then the bag itself is a crate. Like it's insane watching these things. So maybe one day when we have a red cactus and leopard cactus pleco fry, we'll be shipping out some big old boys and some big old bags. So it is fun. Like, don't get me wrong, it is fun shipping fish. It's fun packaging them. I figure like Rachel Leary did it for a long time. Wild Fish Tanks is doing it. Get Gills is doing it. It's like there's plenty of people doing it, and people are obviously buying from them and having success with it. So as I move into this, I want to start, pushing boundaries and trying to do different things to where we can have better shipping and faster shipping. But the hardest part, though, I will say of this, the hardest part of shipping fish is teaching someone and having them understand that, yes, shipping fish does cost $20. Yes, shipping fish overnight to you does cost $50, $60. Like, yes, that shipping rate is not unreasonable. This is literally what it needs to be. It's getting people that. That's what the hardest part of this is. I got to move to the States when I get older. Yeah, but then who's going to be my Canadian contact, though? There's going to be something you guys are going to like thought of an iceberg up there, bring back to life. Instead of Jurassic Park, you're going to have Aqua Park or something. And I gotta have some contact up there, but you are, I'll make sure Trevor and Rachel open the Texas border for you. All right. We got here 2 hours. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out here. Buy everything off the website if you're interested in anything. And I forgot to say this too. If you are interested in a large order, like you want to clean out a bunch of stuff on the website, message me, email me, tell me what you're looking at. I promise you I will work pricing with you. We just may do like an airport to airport shipping. So if you wanted to buy all of the swordtails I have and a bunch of fish from me, let me know. We'll figure, I promise you, I'm at that point, like I have to get fish moved out. I'll work with you on price. If you're doing large orders from me though, and I cannot reasonably ship out in good boxes, we'll look at doing an airport to airport shipment. But yeah, we're doing a lot of things right now. So if you want some access to some good fish, you know where to find them. I think they're great fish right now. I got some text to answer here. I'm hopefully going to move some things out locally here, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this next part of my life takes me. I'm excited to bring you guys along for it. So as I'm getting ready up to moving, so through the rest of June and probably the first like 2 weeks of July, I will still be doing live streams. We'll still be doing this. I still plan on releasing content every week. I'm hopefully going to build up a stockpile of videos to release out while we're moving. And then there may be like a weird transition where I got to get down to Texas and going to get things set up and build all that. But guys, you are going to come along every step of the way for this new fish ranch build, for the move. So if you are not subscribed and you come across this and you can get past my Tourette's, feel free to subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. I think we're gonna have some great time there. If you are interested in becoming a member, consider it. We do some fun member-only live streams. I'm gonna really try and push out some great member-only content. I've been slacking there. Can you imagine the karaoke content we're going to have driving to Texas, and then all the behind the scenes content with me and Trevor? Well, he's grilling up steaks and I'm playing with fish. But there's so many things to come that I really am excited for all of it. So thank you to everybody. Rachel, thanks for becoming a member tonight. All of my moderators, thank you so much. I really do appreciate all of you for helping with the links, all of that. Everybody have a great evening. I love you all. I do plan on seeing you Friday with a video. Maybe. Ooh, I'm thinking about that one. I'll see if I can whip up something together. I may miss this week because I think we're listing our house tomorrow. So I've got to help my wife get the house ready. Then we have like 3 days of showings. We're going to have to get out of the house for a couple days. So I will see what I can do. But I love all of you. I think I've got to text a couple of you. So everybody, have a great night. Thank you so much for joining me. This was a fun stream. And we even got some family entertainment while I'm going on here while we were. So love you all. Have a good night. And we will see you on the next one.